it. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run on 1st down. Strong. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
19, 54. Get your swerve. Five the mic. Let's run. Like five.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Allen now looks to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. 59. 50. Mike. 9 is up.
Back to throw. Watson. He's got Fuller. 27 yards there. A first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 20 points down. He's coming. Motion.
Now a give, right side. Strong. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Coleman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 82 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Pardon me, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And some room to work. pushing his way through. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
Allen's throw is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
56. Recon, 152 5.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On second down now. Strong. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
No time now.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's going to be a long day. Mike 5. Hey. Hey, 24.
They'll run on first down. It's Warner. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 50, it's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watch out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st down, Strong. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They're set. 19. Watch the pass. 55. Over. 50. Kermit.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Relax. 50. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike Griffin.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Ready? Alert! Here we go.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Mike, 319. 55. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Sunday. Just check off 52.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown save. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Coleman. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play in the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
24. Let's make these big.
Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty... Good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 3-yard line.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints first down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down is Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Allen. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Watson operating from the gun. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket, escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Warner. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
61, match box, white. 52's the mark, boy, 52. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Allen. It's caught by Coleman. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tevin Coleman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 5. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 5. Mike 5. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. And let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got nothing. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go.
To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll run here with Balazs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He's not going to get me. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mike 5. Hey, 31! Hey, we got to snap behind him.
On first down, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
19! Yeah. You don't want none. Alert! 59.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
You don't want none. Pick up one. 59 mark.
Again, it's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown, and that will write a finish to this ball game. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.